What is going on, you guys? It is Justin back here with another video, and today we are going to be reviewing Speak No Evil starring James McAvoy. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Alright, you guys, so first off, I give my little summary of it. Speak No Evil is about a family that goes to meet with some friends that they met at this function. They stay at their house, and let's just say it all goes wrong. I'm going to give this movie a 10 out of 10. It is a very good movie, and I highly recommend seeing it. So we basically start off with this family. We meet them. Their names are Ben Dalton, who is played by Scoot McNairy, Louise Dalton, who is played by Mackenzie Davis, and Agnes Dalton, who is played by Alex West Weffler. We find out that the parents are kind of going through a rough patch because the mom is a teacher, and the dad finds out that the mom had basically a dirty pic sent to her phone by one of her students' parents. So they're trying to figure that out. So they think, all right, let's go to this function down in, honestly, I don't remember where it is, but they meet another family there. Patty, who is played by James McAvoy, Kiara, who is played by Aisling Franciso, I messed that up, sorry, and we meet Aunt, who is played by Dan Hugh. So basically, they get along. They seem like a very nice family at first. Then, obviously, they end up going home. When they get home, the Daltons get basically a postcard in the mail from Patty and his family saying, we want you to come out and visit. So they go and they stay with Patty and Kiara. It's fun. Then we get to the point where they go out to dinner. They have a babysitter. And we notice something off with their son, Ant. He can't talk, so he's just kind of like, not moaning, but kind of like groaning throughout the whole movie, trying to get somebody to pay attention to him. So while Ant and Agnes are with the babysitter, they're playing hide and seek, and they go into the dad's room. And Aunt picks up this watch and tries to show this girl the back of it, which is engraved in some kind of a different language. So she doesn't really understand it. But continuing on, that same night they go to bed and they find that Louise finds Agnes sleeping with those, and rightfully so. Louise is like, okay, yeah, that's weird. We're packing up our stuff and we're leaving. So their daughter has this kind of like emotional support stuffed animal. I think his name is Hoppy, and they get halfway away from that house and they find out that they forgot their daughter there. Now when they go back, this is where stuff gets weird. So Ben and Louise have to explain to Patty and Kiara why they left. Then eventually it comes out. We find out that their daughter was sleeping with her, and they make up some story saying that they had a little girl that died during birth. So Kiara heard her crying at night, calling for the mom. So then she went to go pick her up, put her in the bed. So after that, we find out that Aunt and Agnes were working on some kind of a dance. So they show it, and Patty doesn't like how Aunt was doing the dance, and he starts yelling at him. And afterwards, it just goes into an all-out brawl. Basically, what happens is Aunt takes Agnes to this den, and he shows her all of this packaging. And it's crazy because you find out that they do this to a lot of people. They take people there and they kill them. And we find out that Ant isn't even really their son. He shows us that his tongue was cut out, so that's why he couldn't talk. So basically, Patty finds out what they did. It's a whole big fight at the end. A lot of people die. The wife died. She fell off the roof. There was a guy from the restaurant. I think his name was Matt or Mike. He dies by getting shot in the head, I believe. And then Patty ends up getting his head bashed in by Ant. And they all live happily ever after, basically. So yeah, this movie was an amazing movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm not much of an anxious person, but this movie really gave me some anxiety. So yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. There's been great movies this year, Terrifier 3, Smile 2, Long Legs, Beetlejuice, and now this one up there. I want to watch a couple more, try to catch up with the movies that came out this year. The next one on my list is The Substance and then The Heretic. So yeah, definitely looking forward to those. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this movie down in the comments below. As always, you guys, stay groovy, stay safe, you keep your people safe. Remember, God is good all the time. It has been Justin, and I'm out. Peace.